Good evening, friends. I'm Steve Ben-Nun. You're watching Israeli News Live. A little awkward the way I'm having to do this broadcast this evening, so just please bear with me. We had several breaking headline stories that we're trying to follow right now. Of course, I didn't get a whole lot more information on the story I covered for you earlier today as far as the situation going on in Lebanon, the massive explosion that happened there. There are conflicting reports coming back, but I'm still waiting for intel out of Israel about that situation there to see if I can get any more definitive report about what actually happened. So there has been a death toll, though I was given, I think, a death of 10 people that had died in that explosion. There were some saying that it was a bomb. There are others saying that it was hazardous chemicals being offloaded a ship when the ship exploded. That's been reported as well. So still sketchy. No one knows this, or no one's at least admitting what actually happened for sure. So we're waiting to see what we can find out about that. But we got some very alarming news that's coming that just came out today on TPM. Trump administration sidelines the CDC to give Pentagon unprecedented role in vaccine distribution. And this comes on the heels of listening to an interview that had been mirrored over on oh goodness, Deborah Tavares' YouTube channel there. She mirrored an interview with Minute to Midnight where they had the guy there had interviewed a 32nd degree Freemason who spoke about that the military would be used to actually distribute the vaccines during the time of civil unrest when we go into a riot mode. He said the unarmed military would actually be distributing the vaccine and giving the vaccine to the black community, and of course he claims that this will be a deadly concoction for them. So that's something you might want to check out. Minute to Midnight is the one that originally posted it, but I know on Deborah Tavares, stopthecrime.net, on her channel, if you go there on her YouTube channel, she did mirror that interview there, and that was posted on there, I think either today or yesterday, once. So definitely check that out. But anyway, in the article right here, my wife put all this information together for me while I was taking care of some business there, so I could go over this with you. The Trump administration is moving to give the Department of Defense control over logistics in distributing the COVID-19 vaccine, a move that infectious diseases experts describe as unprecedented. Well, if you go through this article here, that seems to be the case on a grand scale. The time in the right condition, one Trump administration official told reporters on Thursday, saying that the great vast resources of the Department of Defense would help get the job done. The move, first reported by Politico, came as a part of the Operation Warp Speed, the Trump administration's effort to put the gas on the development and distribution of COVID-19 vaccine. But experts expressed shock on the decision to take away the CDC's longtime role as distributor of the vaccine, our vaccines in past outbreaks, and move that responsibility to the Pentagon. Going further down, Dr. Tom Frieden, CDC director under President Obama, expressed skepticism about the move in a Friday tweet, saying that the DoD has zero experience in sending vaccines to doctors in the U.S. Well, you know, quite frankly, if you ask me, we don't need a vaccine in the first place. It's all nothing but smoke and mirrors. But hey, who am I to say, right? We're just the nobodies here that they don't really care about in the first place. So apologize. I know the screen kind of goes in and out on you guys. I can see it when I look up. This is a lighting issue, so I apologize about that. Then another article that Yana brought out, and unfortunately I'm not subscribed to this, so Yana did post a lot of the information of this article here. Let me get some more of that lighting down. Maybe that'll work a little better. Here we go. But council, let's see, this is on, let me get you the website real quick. Telegraph.co.uk. Councils can demolish contaminated buildings under new powers to stop the second coronavirus wave. Care homes, factories, offices, even private homes could be bulldozed as a last resort if virus starts to run out of control. That's what Boris Johnson is planning on doing over in the UK. And just imagine if the UK is willing to bulldoze your house because of the coronavirus, and I can only guarantee you'll still be on the hook with the banks to pay off your Rothschild debt. Imagine what's going to happen here in America, because we are next. Everything that happens over there follows right here. It just goes from the east to the west as always. And I want you to see just how much more is said about this. And as I'm reading this information to you here from where Yana posted part of the article, she just copied and pasted the contents here on her Facebook page, Phoebe Denoon. You have to keep in mind, and let me see if I get that pop up for you guys. Still we're having that. There we go. The bad thing about all of this here is that we are, you cannot help but think about the Palestinians and what happened to them over in Israel, and how that we never have stood for the right of the Palestinian people, and how their homes have been bulldozed and crushed and destroyed and everything. Well, what goes around comes around. And because we never stood with the Palestinian people as Americans, as Europeans, I mean, there are some that do. I'm not saying that they don't. There are some that do, but it's a very small minority. Well, guess what? It's coming back around to haunt us. Local authorities will be able to order demolition of buildings at the center of the coronavirus outbreak under draconian powers to contain a potential second wave. Cars, buses, trains, airplanes could be destroyed subject to the approval of magistrates. Boris Johnson remains determined to avoid a second nationwide lockdown and has given broad range powers to local councils to contain outbreaks as soon as they are detected. Councils will be able to draw on 6 separate acts of parliament to impose lightning closures of public buildings, order mass testing, ban events, or shut down whole sectors of the economy. Well, it goes on to talk about destroying the buildings as well. Nothing new under the sun, right? That's happening. And then to top everything off. Now, I'm not always a big fan of breaking Israel news because I always see the agenda behind their articles and everything. But it is interesting to see, and I don't agree with their Talmudic ideas that they inject in here as well. But they're saying breaking Israel news, NASA misses wave of asteroids setting stage for end of days. Right? They say early Tuesday on the 2020 OY4 asteroid passing within 26,000 miles of Earth, about 11% of the moon's distance. The asteroid was discovered a mere 2 days before its near miss. NASA assured the public that there was no danger as the space rock was estimated to be 7 to 17 feet across. All right? Now, but that's not the only thing. This article here gets into the Nibiru thing, but it also here it says European Space Agency astronaut Peleo Nespoli, who was mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery in 2007, warned that there are more than 1 million asteroids poised to hit Earth. Nespoli even photographed asteroid 163348, which passed within 3.2 million miles of the Earth in 2017, which that's not very close, but you get the gist of the point here, right? But what's really interesting in the article here, though, as you go into this article, they start talking about it is clear that NASA is not accurate, missing a large number of asteroids that come close, even hit the Earth. Obadiah said, this is intentional. This is a diversion, a distraction so the general public will not notice the super wealthy hiding themselves away for when Nibiru does arrive, which they know it will. This also is why the leaders of so many countries are encouraging riots and social unrest. Governments and economic leaders will be replaced by the true kingdom of God in Jerusalem, which it will not be a true kingdom, it will be an Antichrist kingdom. While these people hide in their holes, Obadiah said, after that Nibiru will arrive, and then since the governments are in a mess, Gog and Magog. Sounds like they have everything planned out for us already. But even if the planet manages to avoid any unexpected asteroid encounters in the very near future, NASA Center for the Near-Earth Object Studies is already warning of another substantial near miss coming up on September the 1st. That's right, September the 1st, asteroid known as 2011, measuring 160 feet long. and has been deemed potentially hazardous by NASA. It will pass within 45,000 miles of the Earth, just 1/5 of the distance between our planet and the moon, at a staggering 18,000 miles per hour. I don't know what they consider to be dangerous or hazardous to the Earth, but I really would not like to find out. And if I do find out, I hope it's a direct hit, so we don't have to worry about nothing but on the other side. I'm Stephen Benoon with Israeli News Live. Thank you for watching. Good evening.